Hello and welcome to part 2 of the tutorial for I'm Yours by Mraz, arranged by Sungha Jung. If you did miss part 1, there'll be a link in the description for you to go back and see that. You're best off watching part 1 before you continue here, because I'll teach you how to tune the guitar and play the start of the intro and so on. So in part 2 now, what I'm going to teach you now is a little bit more technical way of playing the intro. A couple more, adding a bit more difficulty to it if you like, but showing you a bit more accurately how Sungha plays it. If you're a beginner, or if you're happy and you just want to move on to how to play the verse, then just skip to part 3, which should be along very soon, or there'll be a link in the description or at the end of this video. Go and learn the verse there. Like I said, this video will just show you a bit more in detail, a bit more technically, how to play the intro. So let me explain what he does then. Sungha Jung, when he plays the bass notes in the intro, what he does, he mutes the 5th and 6th strings with the palm of his hand. And how he does that, he just rests his hand just gently, just as the string meets the bridge, rests his hand gently just on the string to mute it or muffle it just slightly. You get like a... It's quite a difficult technique this with without the finger picks that he uses, which is why I generally fail at it, because you do have to like arch your thumb to be able to make the... So we've got... Okay, so that's how he does that, and he does that for the rest of the song. So from now on, I won't mention it again, but that's what he does. I'll just teach you the notes from now on, because if I keep going on about that, then it'll put some people off who aren't able to do it. I'll just keep it simple. So do remember that. He does it throughout the whole song for the bass notes. The other thing that he does is that in the intro, when he slaps, he also catches another string at the same time with one of his other fingers. Now, how this works, on that part, when he slaps, he catches the 4th string with either his index or his middle finger. He doesn't play it loud, he doesn't strum it like that. It's just like a small... And what he does then for the remainder of this shape is he does exactly the same. So he plays this. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's definitely there. Okay, and when he goes to this shape, what he does when he slaps, he catches the 2nd string. It's pretty difficult without the... And don't worry if you do catch the 3rd string with the 2nd string, it's not going to make too much of a difference, so long as you don't hit it too hard, okay? Okay, so this shape catches the 3rd string as he slaps. Okay, you can hear that slightly better in that position. So, like I said, do practice this slapping. By the way, the last shape, he doesn't play any string with the slap. Okay, so do practice the slapping and the playing at the same time. If you are a beginner and it's too much for you, just move on, like I said, to part 3, and I'll teach you the verse there. But if you are inclined to learn the slap and the flick at the same time, and what it does, it allows you to be able to embellish and play things a bit differently, how you like, be a bit more creative with it if you like. Later on, when he gets to this part of the song, okay, there's flicking and slapping in that too. It's not exactly how Sungha plays it. I'll explain all that later. So that's it for part 2. Like I said, this is purely optional. I've gone into a bit more detail with the trickier techniques that he uses. But like I said, it's fine to just play what I've already taught you in part 1 and just completely ignore what I've taught you in part 2, and it'll still sound fine, okay? This lesson would have helped some people, other people it might have left them scratching their heads. Now if you can't manage this technical bit right now, maybe in a couple of months after you've improved on the guitar slightly, come back, try this lesson, try these techniques, and who knows, you might pick them up a lot easier. Okay, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to push you and try and get you playing guitar like you haven't played before. This is what this lesson is all about. I could have thrown this in lesson 1 and I turned off a lot of beginners, but I like to keep it simple and try and give you the option of playing it however you want. So try not to blame me if I've given you a headache during this lesson. I'm only trying to help. Okay, move on now to part 3. I'll teach you the verse, and I'll see you there.